So I was recently looking for a solution to dry bags. I've been floating for almost 2 decades and been using dry bags the whole time, and never liked dry bags. They're always just a pain in the butt. So I finally decided to go ahead. The one advantage that the dry bags has going for them is they're cheap. And I was just like, man, I'll go ahead and find a better solution. And this is what I've come up with. I found this company called Recreational Barrel Works. This is a 60-liter barrel. This is a 30-liter barrel. By the way, for comparison, the large dry bags I've been using are 40 liters. So this is 50% bigger, and then you get your outside accessories. It makes it even bigger. So all this is brand new. I basically just put it together. I figured I'd kind of demonstrate all the accessories. I will say right off the bat here that everything seems to be very well constructed, high quality materials, good design. It's very versatile. You know, you'll be able to customize it any kind of way that you would want. All their accessories really work well. So let's get into it. On the outside here, I've got a couple of the, oh, by the way, this there's a harness that goes on the outside. It serves, its main purpose is if you want to use the exterior accessories. It does also give you a couple extra handles and obviously more lashing points to lash it into your vessel, but mainly it's for mounting the outside gear. So I got a couple outside pockets here, things like tent poles, stuff that you want closer at hand, like sunscreen, you know, whatever, water bottle. So I've got those in these outside bags here. On the inside, apologize, I'm not like a professional YouTuber here. All this is going to be done one-handed. By the way, I should mention, I'm not getting paid by the company in any way. This is just my own honest review. So inside, I have their lidded barrel buckets, I think they call them. Again, seems to be very good, well constructed. Opens right up. Everything's easy to access and find. And again, I should mention, like, all this isn't necessarily packed the way I'm going to pack it when I actually go on a trip. This is just kind of stuff I put in here just to kind of test everything out. One thing that you'll note is that since the mouth of the barrel is smaller than the interior, since it flares out, the containers actually have a little extra space around them on the inside once you put them in, which they made these organizers specifically designed to fit in that space around the other containers. These are also really well constructed and designed. They're gusseted, so you've got 3 separate compartments. They fit in here really well. Got a couple of these in here. Another lidded barrel bucket there. And then in the bottom they make a cooler. I actually got a tip from someone else on YouTube to increase the R value on the cooler, because it's just a soft-sided cooler. So it's not gonna keep things cold for like days on end like a hard-sided cooler would. But anyway, I made this out of reflective insulation and it just fits over the cooler. A little bit difficult to get off with one hand. There's the cooler. You can see the little thing I made nestle the cooler into to increase its R value. I would hope with the insulation of the cooler itself plus the additional insulation, I would think it should keep things cold for 3 to 5 days, I would imagine, especially if you put frozen things in to begin with. I think they say the capacity on this is just under 13 liters. Which would make sense because the barrel is 60 liters exactly. All your containers already have a little bit of dead space around them. So I would guess that each individual container is around like 13 liters. And then you can fit obviously 3 of them in here. So that's great. A couple other things. that I'll get to is a couple exterior accessories I forgot about. Let's see here, I don't remember if I put it in this bag. There we go. So they have a couple kitchen rolls. But also, again, this is one of those things, you'll need the harness. You'll need this harness to utilize these kitchen rolls. But there's a couple kitchen rolls. Have a couple clips to unclip them and open them up, and then they attach to the outside of the bucket. You can put your larger utensils in here. You know, I've got some larger camp utensils and stuff inside there. You know, you can have your spices and all your kitchen stuff there. That's the large. They make a smaller one, so they do that as well. Just went all out. I pretty much bought everything that I could possibly buy just to test it out. Clip this one onto the barrel as well. There's that one. So same thing. We've got this mesh pocket here so you can put utensils and stuff that you want to like be able to air dry if they get put away, a little look wet. Some more gusseted pockets there. Yeah, it's all a pretty good system. I think it'll be very handy. So that's it. I will say another nice thing that this system has going for it is, as you can see, super customizable. Everything like organizes well. Everything works well together. So overall, it's a great system. I'm looking forward to using it, and hopefully once I've used it, I'll make a video on whether or not it was actually as functional as it all seems to be. So far, so good. Really impressed.